Alright, ladies and gentlemen, lady, I'm here in the show, and I'm here to recap number 5 Florida beating number 7 Alabama, 99-94 reaction here. Very good win for Florida, man, on the road. They've beat Auburn and Alabama on the road this season. Their offense, man, is just so good. Walter Clayton Jr., he was fantastic. We'll talk about Mr. Alex Condon. But first, talk about Walter Clayton. 22 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds for Walter Clayton. I think this team should be a 1 seed. Like, no cap. Like, despite just 6 turnovers from the Tide, and he got 30 points from Mark Sears. Walter Clayton balled out. Alex Condon balled out. Gators controlled the boards, which really helped. But Walter Clayton is just so good. Like, he can score and he can play make. He made a bunch of play. He's just such a good playmaker, is what I'm trying to say. Like, he's such a good playmaker. Sears was brilliant, but Walter Clayton Jr. and Alex Condon were better. They won the bulk of the 50-50 balls. They dominated the glass. And just were the better team over 40 minutes. And they've clinched a 2 seed for the SEC tournament. Just such a great road win. That little run by Aberdeen with Walter out of the game at one point, I felt like won them the game. Alabama was able to hang in there. But just that little stretch. Condon, 27 points, 10 rebounds. Such a good player. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. And remember the offers he got. Utah, St. Mary's, and Florida. I bet those teams regret not having him. Outside of Florida, I mean. He was 9 of 16 from the floor, 2 of 4 from 3. Career high 27 points. What a game from Alex Condon. Thomas Hall, 12 points. Like I said, he's got better since last year. He's going to keep getting better each year for this Florida team. Denzel Aberdeen had 7 points. Chinyelu, 9 points, 11 rebounds for Ruben Chinyelu. 10 points, 5 rebounds for Elijah Martin. Will Richard, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Like, sometimes players go off for them. It could be Walter Clayton. It could be Alex Condon. It could be Will Richard. It could be Elijah Martin. It could be Thomas Hall. It could be Denzel Aberdeen. Like, any player of them can go off any given night. That's why I think they're a national title contender. A lot of people are like, oh, Duke, Auburn, Houston, but not enough people talk about Florida up there. Like, this was just an elite offensive performance by this Florida team. Just truly elite. They scored 52 points in the paint. They had 22 in the fast break. And that's kind of what hurt Alabama. They just weren't getting back defensively, and Florida was able to get on transition a lot. They scored 22 fast break points. I don't know how many Alabama scored, but Florida scored 22. They really struggled defending the rim. Did Alabama? Florida went 27 of 45 on 2-pointers, 60.0%. Obviously, had Alex Condon with his 27 points. I think Florida was 8 of 27 from 3, so they didn't shoot well from 3. It was just mostly getting to the paint, where Alabama couldn't stop. And that's just the thing that worries me about this Alabama team, man. It's their defense. Like, it's just the thing. It's their defense concerns me. Like, it really does. Like, Alabama, I don't know what to think of them, because I just don't think it's the same team that they were a month ago. They're like a shell themselves. They're not playing good basketball the last month. Like, I still think they can somewhat be a contender, but they just cannot guard anyone. Like, I mean, I know they have a really good offense, and I'll keep saying this. Their offense is going to keep them in games. But the thing is, your defense has to get stops so your offense can be that good. Same my Wildcats. Like I've said, offense can be really good, but if your defense can't get stops, it doesn't matter, because one of those nights your offense is going to go cold. You're not going to be perfect every game. Your defense is going to have to get stops. Alabama just really struggled shooting the three as well. But they just can't guard anyone right now. It's the same team they were a month ago. Their defense just continues to be atrocious. But Florida was great. They improved to 26-4. They shot 35 of 72, 48.6%. Only had it 27 for 3, 29.6%. The thing is, they dominated off the glass, which we'll get to. They were 21 of 29, 72.4% from the line. They made their clutch free throws. They had 54 total rebounds, 20 offensive rebounds, 34 defensive rebounds, 54-37 on the glass. Just dominance on the glass by the Florida Gators. Chomp, chomp, chomp. 14 assists, 5 blocks, 6 steals, 9 turnovers, 19 fouls. And Alabama drops to 23-7. Mark Sears, he ended up with 30 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. His final game in in Coleman Coliseum. I don't think he had any turnovers, no turnovers. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, but the rest of the guys really let him down. Nobody else really showed up. I mean, nobody else really showed up. It felt like he didn't shoot good from 3, but the whole team just didn't shoot well from 3 overall. But yeah, he had 30 points. Fallon, I thought he showed up. So, I mean, I thought Fallon showed up. 19 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds for LeBaron Fallon. But only 6 points from Chris Youngblood. 10 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds for Grant Nelson. Grant Nelson just hasn't been great, man, since that Kentucky game. Like, he's just not been a factor at all. I mean, he played hard, but like, I swear, man, some of their players are just like zero factors offensively. Unless Mark Sears gets them involved, then they're just some of the most unskilled players I've seen. Like, Diabate's solid for them, but he doesn't bring that much offensively unless it's offensive rebound. Grant Nelson, Marui. All he's good for is fucking alley-oops. They really don't use him offensively. Marui. 11.7 rebounds for Marui. 1 point for Diabate, like, it's just not a fucking factor at all. Holloway wasn't a factor at all. 3 points, made 1 3. Stevenson, 4 points. Aiden Sherrill had 10 points for Mr. Aiden Sherrill. So they ended up with 5 players in double figures, led by Mark Sears. Fallon played well outside of that. Not really much for Bama. They shot 34 of 72, 47.2%, 9 of 25, 36.0% from 3. Did struggle at the line, 17 of 25, 68.0%. They got just killed on the boards. 37 total boards, 12 offensive, 25 defensive. Got rebounded by 17. Out-rebounded by 8 on the off-the-glass, 9 on the defensive glass. They had 18 assists, 2 blocks, 5 steals, 6 turnovers, and 19 fouls. But Florida with an impressive win on the road. It was a very fun first half, 41-40, back and forth. Florida has a 1-point lead, and they outscored Bama 58-54 in the second half. Florida just kept scoring. Alabama just had no answer. And they just played with more urgency. They have wins versus Auburn, Tennessee, and Alabama. And a 1 seed, it's very much in the question. And Alabama's now lost 2 in a row and 4 of their last 6. They're just not trending well. And they got a trip in how about a trip to play in Auburn in your next matchup? Yeah, you lose 4 of your last 6. You got to play Auburn, the number 1 team in the country, next, who's probably pissed after they lost to Texas A&M. So yeah, good luck, Alabama. See if they can get some revenge. You know, Auburn being that first time. Say if Alabama can get a bit revenge. I don't know. It's about their defense. I mean, it's March. I mean, I think it's too late to fix your defense. Your defense is what it is. I mean, their defense sucked last year, made the Final Four. So I could be wrong. Maybe they can make it, but sometimes they don't shoot, or too inconsistent shooting threes. And sometimes they have cold starts. They just got to avoid that in the tournament. But I don't know if they can fix their defense point. I just think it's way too late. I mean, it's March. I don't know if they're going to improve defensively. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say here. For this one, so until next time, have a lot. Peace.